What's good, y'all, man? It is your boy Sniper Kicks. In today's video, man, we're gonna talk about Nike, we're gonna talk about Footlocker, we're gonna talk about different Nike retailers, and we're gonna talk about what is going down, because I talked to someone at Footlocker corporate, and man, there's something that might be happening that is gonna affect everybody. Sneakerheads, sneaker resellers, anybody that loves sneakers, it is going to affect you. So guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and of course smash that notification bell, because I will keep you guys updated anything sneaker related. So guys, let's get into the video. Let's talk about what is going down. And I know you guys wanted me to make a video beforehand about Nike switching up more to direct to customer than having all their products for retailers. So we'll take a deep dive of what is going on and what is actually going to happen to Footlocker. First, guys, as you guys know, a couple months ago, there was a big thing and it brought the sneaker community into a frenzy where there was a post where it talked about Nike was cutting down their supply to Footlocker, and people got it misunderstood. People thought Footlocker was not going to have Nikes anymore. They were just going to have New Balances, Adidas, Converses, those shoes. They weren't going to actually have Nike in their store, which was wrong. What Nike basically did, they were going to cut their supply by 40% because it wants to change its sales strategy to direct to customer. The reasoning behind it, because it makes more business sense. It allows Nike to keep more of its profits. And it's just simple. It's good business right there. You selling your own products, and now you don't got to sell it for wholesale at these different retailers, and now you're making more money. So I'm not surprised that Nike did that. But when Nike does something like this, it's going to affect the retailers, because you got to think about it. Footlocker sells a lot of Jordans, a lot of Nikes, and it's going to affect their business. That's why they're trying to branch out even more to Puma and Adidas and those type of companies. But when I talked to my guy from Footlocker corporate, he gave me the bad news that most likely House of Hoops is going to be gone. Think about this. House of Hoops is basically mostly all Nike and Jordan products. You do not really see Adidas. You don't see Puma. I don't even think you see any of that at the House of Hoops. You usually see Nike and Jordan. So if Footlocker is cutting down 40% of its products to Footlocker, that is what all of House of Hoops has, is Jordan and Nike products. Or maybe they have something else, but when I go to House of Hoops, it's usually Jordan, Nikes. So now what Footlocker has to do is like, okay, they're cutting down 40% of their Nikes to our store. So now we got to cut something out. They have to cut something out. They have to cut something out because they're not going to get as much product. So what I was told, most likely House of Hoops will be gone in the upcoming years, and you will just see Footlockers, no House of Hoops. So here's the thing, House of Hoops, I love House of Hoops because a lot of time House of Hoops get a lot of stock on these Nikes and the Jordans and the retros, and now that's gone, it's going to be harder for people to hit on the Flex app because there's going to be less merchandise, and now there will not be any House of Hoops. So guys, what do you guys think about this? Because it's like, man, I love the Flex app. You guys already know most people follow me for Flex app information, so now it's going to affect what is going to go down. So here's the question, when is Nike going to cut down that 40%? Because we do not have an exact date, but Nike is doing it because they want to go more direct to customer. Like I said, makes perfect sense. You keep more money in your pockets. So hey man, Nike's doing this thing. And also what I was told, Nike is starting to build a lot more Nike stores across the country because it knows now it's going to have more merchandise for direct to customer. You are going to see a lot more Nike retail stores pop around the country, and that is a good thing. Now Nike has to figure out a way to get their products to actually customers, because at the end of the day, just because Nike has more product in his hand, that doesn't mean it's going to get to the right customer, because you already know bots be eating things up, and you already, the sneakers app is okay, but I just don't like the sneakers app. Yes, there's going to be more sneaker passes out there because now Nike will have more stores, but it's going to be very interesting. But again, most people try to get their shoes on the sneakers app, so it will be a plus. There will be more stock on the sneakers app, and people will probably hit more, but I'm hoping Nike does it correctly and allows people to actually get pairs since they're going more direct to customer. So we will see how this will transpire, but tell me what you guys think, man. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. because it is happening, man. Nike is cutting back on supply to its actual retailers. And I believe the same thing is gonna hold true with Finish Line, all these mom and pops. And I heard like a lot of mom and pops might be cut off from Nike just because they're gonna go more direct to sales. So that is something else that you gotta take in consideration. So a lot of these mom and pops are open because they have Jordan brand contracts and Nike brand contracts. And now if these mom and pops don't get the supply, they were gonna be out of business. So this affects a lot of people of what is going down with Nike cutting down its supply. And I know a lot of people was misinformed before that, man, Foot Locker's not gonna get any more Nikes and Jordans. That is not the fact. And that will be almost done by Nike because that is its biggest retailer. It's like the person that you have the best connection with and you're gonna take all their supply. It doesn't make sense, but they are cutting back 40% of it and keeping it for them so they can put it on the sneakers app and for the upcoming Nike stores that are about to open. So there will be a lot of changes in the sneaker community in the next couple years. Nike's trying to find strategies where it can keep its own product, and now other companies will suffer. So I believe a lot more mom and pop shops might go out of business if Nike is gonna really cut down the supply on all retailers. But hey, what do you guys think, man? I want to hear everybody give their opinion because you already know Nike is the head honcho in all of this, and I really think that Nike needs to keep more of its limited releases like the Travis Scotts, the different off-whites. I feel like Nike keeps more of the releases for mom and pops, more people will cop because you already know a lot of these sneaker boutique stores, a lot of them get backdoored just because money talks. So if Nike is able to keep it for themselves and actually release it in a manner that most people have a fairer chance to win, that will be good as well. So there's gonna be a lot of things, man. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on what is going on. But when I had that conversation with my guy from Footlocker Corporate, it just made perfect sense what he was saying, because again, Nike is cutting back from Footlocker, so something has to give. And the thing that's probably gonna have to give is House of Hoops, because of how many Jordan and Nike products is in there. It's mostly all Jordan and Nike. So House of Hoops, probably RIP. I loved House of Hoops, one of my favorite stores, because they have a lot of stock of different retros and Nikes, but it probably will be gone in the near future. But hey, maybe they keep them, they maybe keep a few. If they keep a few, that will be decent, but hey, we will see, guys. But I really do appreciate you guys for watching this video, man. Appreciate all the support, appreciate all the kind messages that you guys sent me on Instagram, just saying how much I helped you guys and how much you support me. I really do appreciate that. And guys, I don't want to even get started with the Jordan 1 Chicago Reimagines. Those things are not the Chicagos that we were hoping for, and I will make a separate video on that. But really do appreciate you guys. You already know Sniper Kicks out. Peace.